Now, this scheme is built all around hero plays, designs that work against any defense, any coverage, basically every single time. We're going to be using motion not just as eye candy, but as a weapon, pulling users and defenders out of position to open up big gains in behind them. Each play in this offense works off the others, creating a system that's unpredictable, explosive, and tough to adjust to. Now, we're going to be using the Miami playbook. So if you're playing Rags, pick them to run this scheme. If you're on Ultimate Team, make sure to grab the Hurricanes playbook to use it there. This series is built around the trips Y slot formation with a player shifting to the short side of the field just before the snap. That receiver uses a cheap motion to hit the sideline full speed, letting him explode upfield right as the ball is snapped. It's a built-in speed boost that helps him get in behind zone coverage consistently and leads to a ton of explosive plays. So the first play we're looking at is motion mesh post in trips Y slot. This play is built around our cheap motion wheel, sending the man across the field and up the sideline to attack zone coverage deep. Meanwhile, we have multiple midfield options, giving us a clean full field progression. Now to set this up, come out with our trips to the wide side of the field, then take the outside receiver on the short side and put him on a streak, and that is the full setup. Now for our reads on this play, we always want to look to the cheap motion wheel first. Now against basically any zone coverage in the game, the streak will clear the deep blue defender and the wheel will get in behind the flat defender in along the sideline, and you can drop it in over the flat's head for a really big gain. Now for our second option, if the user leaves the middle to help on the wheel, we want to high-low the linebackers. If they bite down on the drag, then you want to hit the post over the top in behind the linebackers. Now, if they stay back, then we want to hit the drag as he settles underneath. Then if pressure's coming or all the deep routes are locked up, you can drop it off to the running back in the flat for an easy check down. Now, if they call man coverage, the wheel can still work if he has separation down the sideline, but usually we're either looking to the drag or post, and you can just pick whichever one has more separation. Next up, we have motion flood HB angle and trips Y slot. This play keeps our cheap motion wheel intact, but now we have a deep out route in along the sideline along with the Texas route attacking the middle. Now to set this up, come out with our trips to the wide side, then once again take the backside receiver and put him on a streak, and that is it. Now our first read is going to be that cheap motion wheel, and it's going to work the exact same way. That streak is going to pull the deep blue back. That wheel is going to get in behind the flat defender, and now we can just drop it in over top of the flat in along the sideline. Now if the wheel is taken away, we want to look to the other side of the field to our deep out route. Now if the flat on this side bites down, then we want to throw this in along the sideline in over the flat defender's head. Now if both the sidelines are taken away, that's when we want to look to the middle of the field with our Texas route, and this is a great third option. Now if we get man coverage, once again that wheel can work if the man coverage is playing underneath, but our main options are going to be the out route and the Texas route, and just go to whichever one has more separation. Now that we've made the defense respect our cheap motion in the passing game, it's time to hit them with something different. Here we're going to flip the script using the same motion across the field, but now we're handing the ball off instead of throwing it. It's the perfect counter once the user starts to fly out of position to stop the wheel. First up, we have motion inside zone split in trips Y slot. This run play uses that same cheap motion we've shown in the past game, but now we flip the script and run away from it. As the user starts to overcommit and fly towards the motion side, we hit the opposite edge with an inside zone, opening up clean rushing lanes. Now to set it up, run with our trips to the wide side, and then this is going to be a pretty standard inside zone, except your motion player will block the backside defender, and then when we see the hole, we want to put our foot in the ground, get upfield, and this can lead to some really big plays on the ground with this run. Next up, we have motion HB counter in trips Y slot. This play turns our cheap motion player into a lead blocker, flipping the defense's expectations off the inside zone. So we're going to fake to the trip side, then hit a hard counter back to the cheat side, and the motion man clears the path, letting you follow behind for explosive gains. So to set it up, once again, trips to the wide side, the running back's going to take that counter. We're going to have that motion man be our lead blocker, and you just want to follow all your blocks, find the lane, and get vertical fast upfield, and this can turn into a super dynamic run play for our scheme. Then we have our HB swing series. This is built around a swing motion from the running back where he leaves the backfield and swings out to the flat. A lot of the time we'll hit that swing pass immediately, letting him get into the open space with blockers out in front to make big plays. But then we also have a built-in QB run we can use, other RPO options, and a vertical pass play built off that same motion. Now if you want to take this offense to the next level, you need to check out my website, Scheme Kings. Up right now, you'll find part 2 of this video where I give you 7 more plays for this Miami offense. These plays will give you even more ways to attack defenses out of these 2 trips formations. Then also up on the site, we have 3 other really good mini schemes that you can utilize right now in this early part of college football 26 with my Alabama mini scheme, my Penn State offensive mini scheme, and my dime rush defense. defense. Then starting next week, we'll begin releasing our full schemes. On offense, we'll kick it off by running some of the best offenses in the game, like Arch Manning's at Texas and Ohio State with Jeremiah Smith, and I'll show you how to play like these teams do in real life. On defense, we're planning on breaking down Kirby Smart back-to-back natty defense at Georgia and showing you how you can play like the Dogs' real-life defense in college football 20. So by subscribing to the site, you'll also get access to all of my college football and Madden 25 content. Then when Madden 26 drops, you'll receive all of that content plus the college football 26 stuff, all for one price. So for the site, you can purchase the yearly membership, which will save you $50 over the course of the year. Then I'm also going to be running my college football 26 sale on the site, and this is going to run till August 1st. Use code CFB26 to get 50% off your first month if you do the monthly membership. So if you want to check out the site, I will leave a link for it down below. So first up, we're looking at motion RPO, QB draw, and trips HB weak. This is a high-powered triple option RPO built around a swing pass that can shred defenses on the edge. So to set this up, come out with our trips to the wide side, take the backside wide receiver and put him on a slant, and that is the full setup. So for our reads here, first we always want to look to the swing pass to the running back. If you got a numbers advantage out on the outside, throw it immediately. You're gonna have a ton of blockers out in front, and this can lead to some huge yards on the outside. Then if the user bites hard to cover the swing, we can actually hold, and now we have a built-in QB draw with a ton of blocking up front, and this is great for punishing an overly aggressive user and can be a really dynamic run play with our quarterback. Then if the user and linebackers crash on the QB and the swing pass, then we can hit the slant in behind them. This creates a natural window once the middle gets vacated. Next up, we have motion, whip, slot, wheel, and trips Y slot. This is a vertical shot play built off our running back swing motion, designed to punish aggressive users and zone coverage alike. To set this up, come out with our trips to the wide side, then take the outside receiver on the trip side and either put him on a streak or stem his post deeper down the field. Now for our progressions, at the snap, we want to look to our wheel route. He's going to go up the sideline, and if the flat defender stays shallow, the streak will pull back the deep blue defender. We can drop this wheel in deep down the field for a big gain. Then if the wheel is covered or the user flies out to take it, then we can check the whip as he breaks out to the sideline. This is especially effective if the flat defender bites on the swing pass. Now, if the middle of the field is vacated by the linebackers and user biting on the swing, then we also have our dig breaking into the middle, and this is a great third option on this play. Now, with just what you have here for this Miami offense, you will be in a great spot, but remember there's part 2 of this offense up right now on Scheme Kings that will make this whole game plan way more tough to stop. Then to pair with this offense, we also have our first defensive mini scheme out of Dime Rush that will let you utilize some incredible blitzes that will create a ton of big plays for your defense, and you can check out that video right here.